Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Thursday morning, January 5th, 2023, here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to make you a successful currency trader and change the trajectory of your life by teaching you how to work less and earn more. And we do that by showing you how to trade with our proprietary trading indicators that are highly accurate. And we do that by with personalized one-on-one coaching, which we think is the most efficient and effective way to learn currency trading. So with that, let's get into it. We first need to start by listening to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we act as mentors, and we will help become an accountability coach for you. We do multiple live trades like this every day once you become a member. We've got one in the morning at 10 a.m., which tends to be a little scalp trade. And we have another in the evening at 10 p.m., which tends to focus on the Asian and Japanese markets, where it's morning time at that time there. In addition to the one-on-one coaching, we have continuous coaching every Wednesday and Saturday morning, where every Wednesday evening and Saturday morning, where you get a chance to get more instruction, ask questions, and work on that continuous improvement. And that's what it's about. It's about continuous improvement. Incremental change will get us there. I trade off of a checklist, and that checklist allows me to kind of stay focused. Let me find it here. I start every day by restarting my green chart. To keep the memory fresh so that it doesn't hang up while I'm looking at it. At the end of every day, it is good habit to take a look at the trades that you took that didn't work well. On Tuesday, we took a 20 pip trade that closed successfully, but last night on the overnight trade set up on the pound yen, we got stopped out on that. In fact, I was just ready to pull the stop right before it happened. It seemed to stop right about that spot. And looking at the trade, you don't really see how I figure it out. I'm looking at the day chart. Day chart said, what was it, a buy? I forget now. The day chart was kind of clear that it was a buy. The 12-hour and 8-hour didn't support it, and that's where we got that's where we got stuck. I probably should have just passed since I didn't have good confirmation on the lower level charts, and those lower level charts on the pound yen, it does move that much, even though it is a bit. So we've got our work cut out for us today to get us back to break even. The Euro USD did close positively. As we are technical traders, we are trading based on the price action. News also impacts currency prices. So we want to know what that news is so we can trade around it. So we will look at Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news down into three components. Yellow, which is low impact, orange, which is medium impact, and red, which is high impact. And on the high impact items, we want to, my plan of action is I try to stay out of the trade 2 hours beforehand. So, and the reason for that is these numbers are all pre-published, like they're figured out beforehand, and they're just announcing what the number is at that news conference. And some people have access or are able to find out what that number is beforehand. So it starts to impact the currency price beforehand. So with that, I just try to stay out of it 2 hours beforehand, and we are within that 2 hour window. So we're not going to trade the USD this morning because we've got this news item coming up at 8:15, and it is coupled with the yellow here at 8:30. So we're going to go ahead and pass on that. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look. We've got a dozen different signals, and the signal I like to trade with is something called the 10-point trade signal. We are going to develop a trade plan as we start to show you the various signals that works for your personality and risk preferences. On the 10-point trade plan, you can trade it off of any hour chart. I do it off of the 1 hour chart. I like to be 30 minutes into the chart to give it time to start formulating the direction. The trade is good for anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. My sweet spot tends to be 10 to 11 pips. If you notice, though, when I send out the overnight trade on the pound yen, I'm usually taking 22 pips. And the reason for that is the company generally frowns on more than a 3-to-1 stop loss. So in order to get the 3-to-1 stop loss, because the pound yen is so volatile, if I go out 22 pips, I can get the 3-to-1 and not get stopped out. If I do the 3-to-1 on 11 pips on the pound yen, we get stopped out 30% of the time, and at 30% of the time, we can't be profitable. Whereas on the Euro USD, we get stopped out maybe 10% of the time, and at 10% of the time, we can be profitable. I expect the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. Again, on the overnight, that's different because I'm trading off of the day chart. So I'm expecting it to close within 12 hours. And basically what I'm trying to do is get the lines to line up from all three sections of the chart. When I get the lines to line up from all three sections of the chart, that's a high probability of trade. It lets me get in and get out and minimizes my risk. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look. Chart I am trading off of is something called the Light 6 Major. It is one of the standard layout charts. It is showing us 6 different currency pairs. These are all U.S. pairs. We've already said we're not going to trade this morning, but we will look through and just see if we see the signal for learning purposes. I am going to start with the middle section of the chart, which are the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. When the market is overbought, that is a good time to sell. And likewise, or the reverse over here, this horizontal red line is the oversold line. When the market is oversold, that is a good time to buy. So I am looking for situations where the lines are above the blue line pointing down or below the red line pointing up. Right now here on the Australian USD, we're overbought and going up. Now, can I get 10 pips when I'm overbought and it's going up? Yes, I can, but that's not part of my trade strategy. I prefer to catch the lines when they're oversold and going up. And if you can see, I was able to catch this here when it started going up, even though it didn't quite reach oversold. There were many pips. There were many pips here to be taken. Would have gotten 27 pips. So I stick to my trade plan. I want to catch it here and have it run through the channel. Euro USD. So we don't have anything here. Euro USD overbought. Everybody's going down. This is actually not a bad signal. I've got all three elements or 3 points that I need from here. 1, we're overbought. 2, all the lines are going down. 3, I've got the double cross where the red line is crossed over the green line, black line is crossed over the gray line. There is nice steepness on the green line. The indicators have actually entered the channel, which I like when they just start to enter the channel versus being like way up here and going down. When I get 3 points here, let me step back. It is okay that the minors have run through. That doesn't bother me. I care about the position of the majors. So as long as they haven't gotten halfway, I'm good with it. When I have 3 points here, I am going to jump up to my TNTs and take a look at how many of these lines are supporting what I'm seeing here. The TNTs are measuring something different than the majors are measuring. So when I get at least 3 of the 4 of these telling me the same thing I'm seeing here, that gives me more confidence in what the trade is. So here the 2 orange lines are going down. Dotted blue is going up. The blue lines are inversely related. So when the dotted blue goes up, that means it's telling me that there's a sell signal there. So I've got 3 of the 4 here. So I've got the second part of the confirmation. When I have the first and second parts of the confirmation, I'm going to jump down to the pressure. And I am looking for the lines to either be going down or the red line on top, and I don't have that. I've got sideways pressure here. The green line is coming down, which I like, but the red line is still going up. I want both lines going down, so I don't have that quite here yet. So I would not take this trade yet if it wasn't for that news item. I want both to be going down or the red to be on top. And it looks like the red's going to go on top in the next hour. It's just about to cross. Again, I don't like to predict what's going to happen. I wait till it happens. I don't mind losing a few pips. My strategy is I don't need to be the first in. I just need to get in once I know the direction. I'm looking for confirmation on the direction of the move. And I want to have as many elements tell me that the direction is up or down as I can to confidently take the trade. Pound USD, we're in the middle of the channels. Majors are sideways, minors going down, so I don't have agreement. USD Canadian, majors are just about reaching oversold. Haven't quite got there yet. Minors have started to turn, so again, we don't have agreement. Dollar Swiss franc oversold. Everybody's going up. I do have the double cross, so I've got the 3 of the 4 here. Oh, excuse me. I've got all 3 points here. I don't like a good steepness on the green line, but it's very far away from entering the channel. I'd prefer it to be a little closer. 2 orange lines are going up. 2 blue lines are coming down. So I've got all 4 telling me buy. But the pressure isn't quite there yet. We've got down pressure with red on top. I want either the lines going up or the green line on top. lines are converging. The green line has gone from more steep to less steep, which is good, but it's not quite there yet. In dollar USD, miners are just reaching oversold. Majors have started to turn in the channel, so nothing there. Usually, if one of these is showing as a buy, they'll all show as a buy, and then it's just a matter of figuring out which one is got the strongest signal. So here we've got nothing. So let's go to the next group. So this chart I've cloned, and now I've got the 6 non-USD pairs. So let's see what we can find. Euro pound overbought going down and more than halfway through the channel. And I decide the halfway by what the green line is doing. The green line is crossed here. Australian dollar yen overbought and going up. There is a good up move here. So here's an example where you could have gotten 10 pips off of this overbought signal. This time of day isn't, I don't prefer to trade the Australian yen. It's nighttime in both of these markets. I want at least one of the pairs to be daytime. Euro Canadian dollar, we are more than halfway into the channel. We're approaching oversold. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, we are in the channel, and the signal's weakened up. Majors are starting to go sideways, so nothing there. Pound yen, we could take a pound yen, but we don't have a signal here. We're midway through the channel at reverse direction and it's going sideways. I do not like it. If I don't trade it every day, like say the euro dollar, I don't like it when it changes directions in the channel. I prefer to catch it when it's on one side or the other. Euro Australian dollar oversold. Everybody's going down, so nothing there. Canadian dollar yen. We're in the middle of the channel, and we've got this agreement: majors going up, minors going down. Euro New Zealand dollar, we're approaching oversold, everybody going down. Nice steepness. This would have been nice to have caught 2 hours ago. You've got terrific steepness here. All the lines are clustered. The signal is stronger when the lines are clustered, and the steepness on the green line is more. Pound New Zealand dollar, approaching oversold. Majors are weakening. They're starting to go sideways. New Zealand dollar yen, approaching overbought, going up. New Zealand dollar USD, approaching overbought, going up. It's not quite as strong as we're seeing over here. New Zealand dollar yen, see how tight these are. And the steepness is better here than here. And the cluster of the lines is stronger. So you've got that nice up move. Euro Swiss franc, oversold and starting to roll. Minors are going up, majors are sideways. So nothing there. Let us go to our next group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar oversold. Minors going up, majors starting to roll. Canadian or Swiss franc, yen. Minors overbought, minors going down, majors starting to roll. Euro yen, in the middle of the channel, but it's soft. Everybody's going down. Australian dollar, excuse me, pound Australian dollar. We've been just hanging out oversold for the last few hours. Majors going sideways, minors going down. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. This isn't a bad signal. Oversold, everybody's going up. Minors are already run through the channel. Majors are entering the channel. So I've got 3 points here. One that we're oversold, 2 that everybody is going up, and 3 that I've got the double cross where the green is crossed over and the gray is on top. Other factors that I like is that the green line is going from less steep to more steep. There's a little kink in the line here. 2 orange lines going up, 2 blue lines coming down. So I've got all 4 here. I've got down pressure. I've got actually I've got sideways pressure now. Green is going up and red is coming down, and the green is just about to cross over, but it hasn't quite yet. I would want to wait just a little bit more on this. New Zealand, Swiss franc. Yeah, I want to wait a little bit more. What Canadian Swiss franc? This signal isn't quite as good. We do have all 3 points here. What makes it less good than this signal here is the majors are a little further away from the red line. The slopes on the orange lines aren't as steep. Slopes on the blue lines aren't as steep. I've got all 4 here. We're about to get the crossover, but it's not quite there yet. In fact, this is down pressure, whereas this is sideways pressure because I got the green going up and the red coming down. Let's just take a quick look. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, it's a buy. When I do have the signal, and it's bordering on crossing over here, when I do have the signal, what I want to do is then confirm the signal. To confirm the signal, I'm going to look at the 2 and the 4 hour chart. So let's do that just for... Let's do that. So New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, NZD, CHF. So here I've got a chart that's showing me multiple time periods of one pair. And here was the signal we were just looking at. I want to see that the 2 hour and the 4 hour charts that were overbought. I don't necessarily need, oversold. I don't necessarily need them to be going up like I have here. I just want to see that they're oversold, because if the signal weakens, if we're oversold, I'll still get the trade. It'll just take longer to happen. Here, it's a little better that we've actually got, this is a good signal here on the 2 hour. This is a good signal here on the 4 hour. So everybody's telling me that we've got an up move coming. So I do like that. Let us, when I see that, so this is telling me I'm a little more interested in this. I want to know what the trade is worth. And to know what the trade is worth, I want to look at just the candles. And I'm going to drop the support and resistance in. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. Since I don't trade this, I don't have it drawn up. Come on. And the reason I want to know where that is because I don't want to trade through those stopping spots. That gives me the ability to since my goal is to get in and out, if I know where the prices seem to kind of naturally stop, that lets me get in and out. So you can see it stopped over here, over here, in here, over here. I'm going to open this back up. I squish the chart up so I can get more data points to draw those lines. And I'm going to bring it out. Now, normally on a 1 hour chart, these lines are about 30 to 40 pips apart. Here we're at 58.28 to 58.48. So that's 20 pips. So now I want to know how much room do I have from where we're at to that next line. So I've got 12 pips up and 7 pips down. 12 pips up, 8 pips up, 8 pips down, and 12 pips up. And in terms of a trend, the reason I want to know the trend is if I'm trading with the trend or against the trend. And if I'm trading with the trend, so say the price has been going up, I can take more pips, confidently take more pips than if I'm trading against the trend. If I'm trading against the trend, I don't want to get stuck. So say the trend is buy and I'm taking a sell. I don't want to take that sell and then the price just keep moving outside and stopping me out. So here, though, it looks like we're kind of sideways for the last week. It's been going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So we don't really have much of a trend here. And we've got about 12 pips. 12 pips. You see what the spread is on the NZD CHF. The spread is NZD CHF. It's a 2 pip spread. So we're going from 35 to 37. So we have to pay 2 pips to take the trade. Let's take a look at the signal one more time. And decide if we want to do this or not. It's around, it's nighttime in New Zealand, but it's 1 o'clock in Switzerland. Let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and take a 10 pip buy on this. 10 pip buy. This is a demo account. It's got 10,200 in it. So I am going to go to new order. And do market execution. So I've got 10,200. So I'm going to take a lot size. I'm just going to move that decimal place over 4 spots. So by moving the decimal spots 4 spots, that allows me to get the right lot size. I can have 2 open trades by doing this without stressing my margin. So I'm going to take a lot size of 1.02. Market execution, it's going to be a buy. Once it's recorded, I am going to right click on the order, go to modify. We said we wanted to take 10 pips. So 10 pips is 100 points. I click the little blue button here. It does the math for me. And we're going to use a 3-to-1 on this. So if I'm going for 10 pips, I'm going to put a 30 pip stop loss on there. right click here with 300 points equals 30 pips. It does the math, puts the number in for me. And then I click this blue modify button and it drops the lines in. And I want to see that my take profit and stop loss are in here. So we took a buy on the New Zealand dollar Swiss franc with the take profit of 0.58439, 0.58439, and a stop loss of 0.58042, 0.58042. I expect this trade to close within the next 3 hours. Let's see if we've got any questions. No questions. All right, gang. Thank you for joining me. It is an honor to have you with me. If you have any questions, I am always available for you. You can reach me at schedule an appointment with me at forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. Our goal is to show you with these sessions is how easy it is to find the right signal and trade against it and trade profitably against it. So we will help you be a good trader if you let us coach you. Thanks so much. We will see you again Monday evening, same bat time, same bat, or well, actually 6:30 Monday evening. We will do this again. Bye-bye.